Good afternoon, chickadees. Welcome back to a very chilly day. I don't know about you guys, but we're calling for snow here today, and then we're calling for a bit bigger storm on the weekend. And whew, I can tell. Ooh, I'm getting all crampy. Okay, now I am going to tell you about my lunch here, but I wanted to just quickly say, for those of you who have been with me for a while, you know last year I really struggled with my health. I felt bad far more than I ever felt good. And I don't know what happened at the end of November, but my body seems to have stabilized. And the meds that I'm on are working very well all the way around. And while I'm not fixed in any way, shape, or form, dang, it is nice to feel better. I wanted to share with you, especially for those of you who have been with me for a long time, that I don't know what to do with myself. I filmed something about my painting I wanted to show you at the end, and it will kind of give you an idea of the difference that's happened since November, and hopefully will continue to happen. So, for those of you who have checked in with me and who wanted to know how I'm doing this year and am I okay? The answer is a big, fat, resounding yes. I am, right now, feeling better than I have in a long time. And it's not just a week of that, you know. I've been going well since the end of November. So I've had, I don't know, like 5 weeks-ish. Going on 6. Which is kind of awesome. Okay, I will hush now, and let me tell you about my brunch, or my lunch, probably lunch. So a couple of days ago, I wanted to do my favorite peanut sesame noodles, and I didn't do it because I had a bunch of stuff going on. So I'm going to do them today. And that is this beautiful bag here. So basically, if you haven't seen me do those before, that is a noodle kit that I buy from one of my online international groceries. It has the noodles, the sauce, some pickled vegetables, some peanuts, things like that. Excuse me. To that, because that would be all brown, and you guys know I am a rainbow girl and can't just have a plate of brown food if I can help it. I'm going to rainbow that up with my veggies. So I have some mini sweet peppers. I have some baby corn, some snow peas. These are the pickled bamboo shoots. I showed you those a couple of days ago. So I'm going to put those in there. That's going to give me some red, yellow, green. That's just kind of white-ish. I'm also going to cook up some shrimp. And let's see, is that everything? Oh, and pickled, these are gorgeous. If nothing else, they just look good. They are that super, super dark purple. They're red onions that I've pickled, and then there's beets in the bottom. I'm going to add some fresh lime juice to that. This is beautiful with lime juice. I have put a example recipe, if you don't have the kit, in the description box. So be sure and check that out if you like the idea of this, and you can kind of make the changes that you want as you go along. All right, as a side, I'm going to steam up some edamame, and I'm going to have a fried shrimp ZRoll. This is basically, let's see, does it show a picture? Kinda. So it's just a crispy, snacky, crunchy kind of shrimp stick, which is actually slightly sweet, and it's wrapped in seaweed. So, and these are 50 calories for one of them. Your edamame, the entire bag of, let's see, okay, so this is how I'm reading the labels here. 74 grams edible portion, because you don't eat the pods on these. So 74 grams of edible portion is 90 calories. And what I do is I'll go ahead and steam them, then I'll shell them all, and then I'll weigh what it is. But this is basically saying that there is 2.5 servings roughly in here. So if I kind of divide that, it gives me an idea, and then I'll weigh out that. I don't normally cover the calories on the straight non-starchy vegetables because they're pretty minimal, but they are all tracked. So the snow peas, the baby corn, the peppers, and the onions, I'm not going to really talk to you about those. Shrimp, of course, are low calorie. I was looking for Sakura, but it's too early in the day for him to be out. Okay, so about 10 shrimp is 60 calories. And again, I'll weigh that, but that's great there. And this one, I won't really be able to show you. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the old packaging didn't have an additional label on there. So they said that 370 per serving, but what they don't tell you on that particular label is that there's 2 servings in the bag. And I don't use the chili oil. And of course, oil is high in calories, but I'm not a spicy girl. I can't handle it. So I don't use the chili oil. So what I've done is I've actually broken this down by individual items in the bags and their appropriate weights. And I've created an entry. And for me to do this bag the way that I do it, if I have the whole bag, it is 620 calories. And that's, like I said, because I'm taking the oil out. And I've weighed out everything. Okay, you can tell I'm feeling better because it's like ramble. So, in terms of what I need to do, I am going to cook the shrimp in some of my Umami Magic mix, which you've seen me use every day this year. I'm going to cook them in that. And what else do I need to do? I need to cook the pasta from there. I need to steam the edamame. I need to cut up my other bits and pieces. So nothing complicated, and strangely, a meal that I am not going to use the air fryer or the Instant Pot for. I know, shocking, right? Okay, let me get to this. All right, we're back for dinner. And this is going to be super simple because the temperature has dropped and that is making all of my joints hurt. And so I just don't feel like cooking. So I went looking for how I could still manage to get close to my calorie goal. And if I have this for dinner, I have 7 calories left for the day, which is within my range. And that's great. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to have a Salisbury steak banquet meal, and Kroger had some salads on sale. This is the last one I have left of that. So I'm going to put that together, and that will be dinner. That will also finish me out for the night. So guys, I want to share something with you that may seem silly, but just bear with me. So if you've been with me a while, you know I've been really sick the last couple of years. And a few years ago, I developed spasms that locked my hands up and what are called essential tremors. And basically that means my hands shake anytime that I apply, anytime I'm trying to do something, especially if it involves fine motor skills. So they don't shake on a general basis, but they might shake if I'm holding a fork. The girls laugh at me when peas fall off the fork and roll into the floor. But it also means that they shake when I'm holding a paintbrush. And for a long time, I gave up painting because I just couldn't do it without shaking too much. Okay, so I have been painting this size model. They're bigger, right? And they have more open space and they're easier for me to handle. Last night, for the first time in probably 15 years, because I painted a long time ago, I was able to finish a normal size miniature. I showed you guys in my video a couple of days ago that game that I bought, and you can see the size of his head is the same as the stone that she's holding. So, I mean, we're talking about a huge, huge difference in size. This guy is not much bigger than the first knuckle of my thumb. And for me to be able to... Sorry, I can't grab him. For me to be able to, complete this painting... Let me move my hand. So for me to be able to complete this and actually do it was just... I can't even explain to you how happy that makes me, that all my hard work in teaching myself new techniques and really overcoming, not letting this change in dexterity stop me from doing the things that I love. It's weird to say, but I'm so proud of myself for not giving up on this and for figuring out a way to make this work. And this applies to anything. If if you've been with me a while, you've seen I have the little Dory poster that says "Just Keep Swimming," and that's 100% what this is. It's 100% just keep swimming and teaching myself new ways to overcome things with my painting. Just keep swimming and pushing through all of these health issues that I'm having and have had. And this, I hope the rest of this year continues like it's started, because I'm ready for a little break, and I am going to enjoy this change in ability for as long as it sticks around.